wrestling fans, thanks for clicking on the Dreaded Heroes Report. Let's get going. Bouts pitting Awesome Kong against former WWE Women's Champion Mickie James at Northeast Wrestling events this weekend will take place as originally advertised, reports ProWrestling.net. The former TNA Knockout Champion previously contacted the promotion to inform them that she would be unable to compete against Mickie James or anybody because of a back injury. A gnat flying around here. I took a shower today. Anyway, the promotion, however, announced today that she's been medically cleared. Former WWE Women's Diva, Dawn Marie, she's noted on her Twitter yesterday that she's releasing a press release soon discrediting all the allegations levied towards her about her nonprofit organization's Wrestlers Rescue. Worked on a press release, she says, that will prove all of the allegations against Wrestlers Rescue to be false, she wrote. So, God luck liars. I don't know why. Try not to squirm, it says. Anyway, former WWE Terri Reynolds, remember her? A little tiny, petite, golden thing? Recently confirmed on her Facebook account that she's dating former ECW star New Jack. What? Anyway, TNA knockout Tara posted on her blog on MySpace a few days ago announcing that she had recently had a mole removed that could be cancerous, or turned out to be cancerous. Anyway, Tara's a lifelong sun worshiper who grew up in the desert in Southern California, now urging her fans to be cautious of skin cancer and check themselves out. And if any of you girls want to be checked out, just let me know. WWE star Kofi Kingston, he got married earlier this week, and according to Wrestling Observer newsletter, Kingston was married on Saturday, September 11th, and was given the weekend off by WWE, and he married his longtime girlfriend, who was with him in the audience at this year's Hall of Fame ceremonies. So if you got it on tape, you want to see what she looks like, rewind it. Find out. Tyler Black worked his final independent date this weekend in Chicago, teaming up with Jimmy Jacobs. Black is living in Tampa and now working at the WWE developmental territory. He's exclusive with WWE now. Rumors running about the longtime diva Jullian Hall and her future with the company, and her status with the company is in good standing, and plans for her to make a retired Jullian at least on-air performer. So she may retire on air. She would then work as a trainer for the WWE female division talent down in Tampa, Florida. No word yet when these changes are going to happen, but Jullian, I think that's what she was talking about, another page of Jullian Hall, which would be trainer instead of active wrestler. Anyway, here's a spoiler for you of what's going to be going on tonight on WWE Raw. The show was taped last week due to the WWE production crew being on the road this week for Friday's live SmackDown premiere on Sci-Fi. Remember, SmackDown Sci-Fi Friday. Anyway, this is going to be Raw tonight. WWE Champion Randy Orton taking on Chris Jericho, John Cena taking on Edge, Great Khali taking on Sheamus, Brian Daniels and John Morrison taking on The Miz, Alex Riley, Heath Slater and Justin Gabriel taking on Mark Henry, Evan Bourne, and then there's going to be a Diva. Oh, this is Monday, isn't it? I sound like Friday or Saturday. Diva Battle Royal to crown the #1 contender for the Diva Championship. John Cena will be appearing at Walmart in Lutz, whichever you want to call it, Florida, tonight just before midnight to sign copies of his legendary DVD, which is probably going to have as many people at that signing as was at the movie theater. Oh, there will be a wristband policy in effect, too. Yeah. WWE has signed model Melissa Blue to a developmental deal. She's 26 years old from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. She's noted online that she's going to be entering a contract on October 14th. presumably, they're talking about WWE deal, and wouldn't be able to do book shoots with photographers after that. So you better get your camera over there and shoot her. WWE United States Champion Bryan Danielson will not be at the live SmackDown this Friday because he's going to be finishing up previous independent bookings. Several Raw stars are booked for the big sci-fi debut on Friday. Remember, for what it's worth, a lot of people feel that Matt Hardy is his deal carrying on the internet is a work, and he's trying to get his release from WWE with recent odd behaviors on YouTube and Twitter pages. But Hardy is now claiming over the weekend that he suffers from dissociative identity disorder, which is the same as Herschel Walker has suffered from. So he doesn't know what the left hand doesn't know what the right one's doing, apparently. Anyway, unless WWE announces something different, NXT is expected to move to the WWE website beginning next week, as the NXT deal with Sci-Fi expires this week. So tomorrow's your last one to see the girls, and SmackDown comes to the network on Friday. NXT will remain on TV in Canada, the UK, and other countries. Don't know why they can't have NXT and on Sci-Fi and SmackDown. I don't know. WWE officials are high still on NXT, the last word they have anyway, and they're still looking for a TV deal somewhere in the United States. This Friday night's big live SmackDown will air live also in the UK on Sky Sports. SmackDown will air at 1 a.m. Friday morning. Whew. Wade Barrett, David Otunga are the only members of Nexus overseas, by the way, with Raw brand this week. Michael Tarver, Keith Slater, Justin Gabriel stayed in the U.S. to work the SmackDown brand. Alright, as noted, also, WWE's recent re-signing of talent Ryan O'Neal, I said that earlier on the phone line. Ryan O'Reilly is currently using the name Connor O'Brien in FCW as part of his gimmick that he lives by one rule only, PDV, public displays of violence. Public displays of violence. I never heard of it. Terri was pulled from the TNA live event Saturday night because of her injured elbow in a pre-match warm-up. Terri had sought treatment at a local hospital also. And by the way, I wanted to mention that I watched Eastbound and Down, which is going to be the guy that's on that's going to be on hosting Raw, starring on Raw. I guess it's called a guest star now instead of guest host or guest manager. Anyway, well, I don't know how they're going to clean up the language, but ooh, he's as bad as old Cheech and Chong being on there. So their little PG-13 is going to be, should be kind of edgy unless they calm him down quite a bit. The new TNA duo Robbie E. and Cookie made their TNA live debut Saturday night in Rahway, New Jersey. Robbie hosted a match lost a match from Rhino. Jersey Shore inspired the team, and they're going to be making their debut October 7th on Impact Live. Cody Rhodes' lack of a major push said to be attributed to Vince McMahon's lack of faith in the second-generation superstar. Cody Rhodes is capable of a breakout, but Vince just can't commit to him, says one WWE source. He thinks he overacts. You know, anytime they've ever done one of these looking in the mirror type thing, gimmicks to one of the wrestlers, it's never worked. Just the ones that's in love with herself. Alright, as of this writing, episodes of NXT is said to be a collaborative effort. Will lead writer Raw, Ed Klowski, head the show's creative effort. Former Kevin Dunn assistant to Jane Bloodworth has a great input on the show. I don't know why that's on the internet, but apparently they're going to be the ones that heads roll if NXT don't make it. They love it. I thought it was good too, but what do I know? Hey, thanks for clicking. I got a lot more for tomorrow. I gotta go.